Welcome to another active de-stress sequence here. We'll be cultivating chi with my good buddy, my dog, Reggie. Let's get started. Simply start now with a few chi breaths to get centered. Inhale in as you stand nice and tall, and then exhale as those hands come in front of you and you sink down. Let's get one more. Get settled. And we're going to go into the Zen swing. So focusing on transferring that weight from side to side. Feel that weight absorb in your entire foot and swing those arms like a pendulum in front of you. Ideally keeping those eyes forward, and you might actually get some opening through the neck. Breathe in here. Whatever feels good. Change the angle, change the rotation level. You could keep your feet still if you want. You can see I'm changing the angle here, doing what feels good for me in this very moment. And again, just feeling that weight transfer from foot to foot, hip to hip. Nice work. Let's go into a chi twist here. Just real quick, about 30 seconds. Twisting and tapping the body with your hands, with your fists. And breathing here. No expectations on your movement, just breathing and opening up the body. We're going to go into some marching now. So just start by driving each knee up, stabilizing through that standing leg to allow that other hip to go into flexion. And you can start punching across the body here with a little rotation if you'd like. Big key here is to keep the eyes up, keep that posture nice and proud. You might notice I'm moving forward here with my march. I would urge you to stay in that same place so your feet are really coming down in that same spot and you're not leaning forward. Here you can see I'm getting a little bit more into the lat, getting more of a side bend with the rotation as I go through this. Again, if you cannot stabilize in some of these positions, I would recommend going back to just a basic march. Now we're going to go into more of a cross crawl march here. So bring an opposite arm, opposite elbow down to our knee. And you can see I'm kind of going cross there. But you can just go ahead and place your hand on your knee to create some tension. And now we're going to go into some back scratchers. So we're going to get a wide stance, sink a little bit into that stance. And then one hand is going to come to the back of my neck, one to the small of my back, and then I'm switching. You can see right there, I just locked my pelvis in place, my rib cage came into place, and now this is a big stretch through the shoulders. I'm looking away from the fist or the elbow that's up. Breathing. Show you from this angle. So we don't want to be flaring the ribs here. We want to think nice tall spine, opening up through those shoulders, opening up through the neck. And you can see by sinking down into that base, I can tuck my pelvis underneath me and stabilize through there. So I get a nice stretch in the shoulders, the lats, the side body, the neck, all that stuff. Spinal integrity matters here. Let's go into some frisbee tosses. So you're just going to be tossing that frisbee from side to side. You can inhale on one side and then exhale on the other. If you like that breathing pattern, that's usually what I go with. And just feeling that weight transfer from side to side. You can watch that hand, or something you can do is close your eyes. Now, these are some interesting frisbee tosses here. So just having some fun with it, switching it up, getting more into the shoulder. Here I'm pausing to switch which side I'm breathing on, and then right back to it. Checking in with your body, an opportunity to feel that weight shift from side to side. Move those arms. Lengthen all the tissue that comes down into your shoulders, into your back, into your neck. And letting go of any of that tension. Developing awareness throughout your body. And we're breathing. Reggie's just chilling. Fantastic. It's a chi party now, so we're going to spread the chi to everybody with both hands. You can start really low and come up. You could even go a little bit more out in front of you. Once again, another opportunity to feel that weight shift from side to side, hip to hip, knee to knee, ankle to ankle, foot to foot. And we're breathing, harmonizing each movement with our breath. Spreading that chi. It's a chi party. Alrighty, we're moving on to the next one. We've got, oh man, what am I doing here? Have some fun, everybody. Alright, rotational energy push. We're going to sink down into that stance again, so we're stable through those hips. And then we're going to exhale, inhale in the center, exhale as we rotate across. You can see there might be some rotation in the lower body here. We're doing our best to rotate through the T-spine first. So think of that area in between the shoulder blades. Rotating there first and foremost. Eyes up. Rotating and feeling that body warm up. Feeling everything in the upper body start to harmonize and work together. You feel those side bodies. You're driving that opposite elbow back so you get a little bit more rotation through there. You're probably feeling it a little bit right now. It's good. We're almost through with this. Couple more. Alright, now we're going to go into the Rotational Warrior. I'm going to do a freeze frame on this once we get set up so I can describe the position. But one foot's going to be forward and then the back foot is going to be angled at a 45-degree angle, slightly sinking into that front knee. And that one hand is forward with the palm facing down, one hand is back driving the elbow with the palm facing up. Now I'm rotating through my upper body in a similar fashion to that last one. So I'm driving the elbow back as the palm comes up and then pressing that other hand forward right here. If that back foot feels weird, go ahead and square it up with the front foot. So we've got a nice solid base there that we can rotate around. And if you're a dog, just do your thing. So inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other. And then you can see my head movements getting involved here as well. So I'm looking over my shoulder each time. It's going to help me with the rotation. Keep breathing, pairing each breath with a movement. And we're going to go ahead and switch sides here. So once again, setting up. Sinking into that front knee a little bit. Elbow drives back, palm is up. All right. And then using those eyes to drive the rotation, to drive the movement. As you're going through this, let's focus on breathing. Letting that breath fall into your lungs and fall out of your lungs as we rotate through this. You're training your body to move while breathing, while prioritizing breathing. You're opening up all that rib cage musculature, all the stuff that gets sticky and prevents us from having a proper breathing pattern. So rotating, breathing, and a couple more here. Back to that wide stance with the bent knees. We're going to make sure that our pelvis is tucked under and our rib cage is down. So we've got a nice solid core. And then I'm creating a circle with my elbow and driving it in front of my face here. So really driving that elbow down after you bring it up to get into that lat. Focusing on keeping those circles at the shoulder area nice and small. The motion looks bigger because of the elbow driving up, but keep that axis point nice and small to the best of your ability. We're breathing here, and you notice my eyes coming down. Let's go ahead and bring those eyes up. Not the greatest example right here. I'm getting back to it. But the body will follow the eyes. So our eyes will go down, our posture will go down. So you want nice tall posture. Let's keep those eyes up. Nice solid gaze ahead of you. Great. Last one, we've got the teacups. So let's bring out that imaginary teacup. Put it on our palm. Throwing that frisbee. Bringing it around the head. Going into that shoulder screw, sort of. Bringing that hand out to the side and then around out in front of us. So I'm staying on one side, just getting a few reps, seeing how that feels. You can totally alternate here. And feel free to use your body as much as you need to get into that. So you can tell right here, left arm, left shoulder, not as mobile. So I'm using my body more, right? So I'm coming around here and then really emphasizing that arm out as I bend forward. Using this as an exploratory opportunity. And, you know, we're not holding the real teacup here, so pat yourself on the back for not dropping it. Reggie's like, tea party? Oh, I came for the chi party, bro. Right on time, you see that sun peeking through the trees. expressing your breath, expressing your movement. Let's go ahead and finish it up with a few shakes, bounces, wiggling it out, breathing. Shaking out those arms for sure. We did a lot of good stuff with the arms. From Reggie and I both, you have a wonderful day. Hope you're feeling nice and relaxed, ready to roll.